So we've got a real treat here for you today. This is Q575 that came through Nashville on Saturday, March the 13th. Q575 is a southbound manifest train that originates at the Queensgate Yard in Cincinnati, Ohio, and ends up at Radnor Yard in Nashville, Tennessee. The front of Q575 on this day was loaded down with U.S. Army tanks. It was designated as a high and wide train because of these tanks, and also was extremely slow moving. I heard him talk on the radio. His DPU had died out, and so he was having quite a bit of a struggle pulling. As you can see, these tanks have no markings on them at all. They all seem to be in, almost pristine condition. I haven't done a lot of research yet, but just trying to figure out what exactly their origin was and why they're not part of a longer military type train. I really believe that they are new tanks that came out of the Lima, Ohio manufacturing facility. It's the only tank manufacturing facility in the Western Hemisphere, and it would make sense that these would be produced in Lima, head on a train south into Cincinnati, and then pick up a train headed further south. So I imagine, again, if somebody knows better, I'd certainly like to have the information, but just kind of taking a guess, I'm assuming that these are brand new tanks being delivered to the military. Here you can see a water drop got on the camera. I was pretty disappointed. Was glad it didn't happen when the tanks were coming through. It was raining and sprinkling quite a bit. Interesting feature about the GoPro, though, having that flat lens cover on it. You're going to see here over the next few seconds, and that water drop, as it drips down the camera lens. Surprisingly, and I don't know that I've ever had this happen to me before. Normally it ruins your shot permanently, but it actually drips off the bottom of that lens cap or cover, and you don't notice it again. So that was pretty interesting to have happen also. Coming up here at the 3-minute 44-second mark, we're going to see something else that I have not encountered. A CSX Automax car. And so again, we're going to see that coming up here in about 40 more seconds. But a CSX Automax car, from the research I've done, was built in conjunction with the Honda Motor Company. Looks like in the late 90s maybe. And these are two auto rack cars that are joined together. The two cars together, as they pass, you'll see that they have the same reporting number. But they're evidently designed to hold up to 22 cars, and it appears that there's a third deck on the inside that goes down in the middle. So again, maybe everybody else out there has seen these quite a bit. It's the first ones that I have noticed or have seen, and here they come now. Definitely a larger facing on them than you typically see on an auto rack train. See that middle part there where it kind of dips down, and you see the 3 different window panels. So pretty interesting. I imagine that there's some interesting tricks on the inside of how those vehicles are parked inside in order to get the 22. So definitely an interesting train with the tanks on the front. For me, seeing those Automax cars for the first time. So hope you guys have enjoyed the video. It's going to go on for about 8 more minutes. As I said, this train was really moving slow. I knew that it had the high and wide call out, and there were trains parked all over the place. The dispatcher only had one clear path through the city of Nashville. This train's going to go south to the Maplewood signal and then take the Radnor cutoff and go across the river and directly into Radnor. He got called out a couple times by the dispatcher who asked him if he could speed up, if there were things in his way, why was he going so slow? And the response back was about the DPU having died, and basically just adding additional dead weight to this train. So with all those tanks, pretty long manifest train on top of that, and then a dead DPU, pretty difficult for him to get up to any speed here. You'll definitely notice when a DPU passes here in just a bit that it's making 0 sound, and so there's absolutely nothing going on there. So hope you guys enjoy the video. I'll let it continue to play out here without commentary, and thanks for watching the channel. Thanks for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click on the thumbs up below to give us a like. Also, please click on the Rusty Boxcar logo on the right side of the screen to get a subscription to the channel. And send us a comment. Really enjoy reading all your comments, and I try to respond to each one of them. Thanks, and have a nice day.